Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. We are Saturday the 7th of December 2024, looking at these Planet Green Valley figures that came yesterday. We have two new general figures, a female and male. We have the IVA spacesuit specialist from the E.F.S.A, that's the Earth Federation Space Agency, which you have reviewed before. Put her link in the top right. And we have a new named figure. This is Tanya. This is the Blue Wing Group Tanya, though she does look quite familiar. A lot of their stuff is looking relatively familiar now. Now, the Planet Green Valley stuff is actually my favourite line of 1/8 scale figures at the moment. I say that because I'll fluctuate between this and maybe Acid Rain Builder Annex 2179. But their stuff, I think, is fantastic. And having said that, I love the Boris Ping stuff. I love the Pattern Studios or Ubai Studio stuff as well. So it's difficult to choose, but these guys are great. Their Wave 1 was the best releases they have done. They had a lot of things that are now sort of missing from the following waves. Like they had clips that you could go in and out of the guns. They had drill barrels and blah, 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 but that's okay. You know, these things do cost extra to make, and these aren't cheap. Let's get a quick look at the figures in the packaging. A lot of glare. If I turn that light off better. No. Looks pretty nice. You've got extra accessories in the Ziploc bag underneath. Comes with a load of stuff there, which is great. Looks pretty good. Back is just the general information. On the guy, we have the wave of guys recent. Well, was it last year or this year? Recently, they're all pretty damn good. He looks good too. And the same information on the back. And then this one, I will quickly show them, put it away. She comes with a robotic arm, which is awesome. It's got put away since I reviewed it already. And then we have Tanya, the named figure. Again, heap of accessories underneath. Looks really good too. Then underneath, see, I want to say this is different because you got a slightly extra paragraphs. You've probably got some slightly different information there, which you can try and read if you want to. But it looks pretty cool again. Very, very nice. Okay, I'm going to unbox these three and set them up. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. And here they are set up. And you can see they pose particularly well, particularly that kneeling stance. I'm not sure they proportion their figures so they can kneel well, but they kneel some of the best that you'll see in 1/18 scale really, really well. And it's quite a natural looking kneel. But the kneecap looks a bit ugly. I should have really posed that kneecap a bit differently. But fantastic looking figures, it has to be said. Accessories, this is going to take a long time because they come with so many accessories. So general figure, the lady in the Ziploc bag. I will zoom out maybe. She's going to grab her. She comes with this gun here. She comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 different sort of scarves to go around her neck. And she comes with this sort of tactical helmet. In the actual figure box, as opposed to the bag, she comes with a backpack. She has the gun she's holding. She has the vest she's holding. She has this utility belt, I guess. She comes with a balaclava head and also a helmet that will go over the balaclava head, but not over her head because of the hair. Like that somehow, but I would be adverse to putting that in because that's going to be such a tight fit. I'd have to heat up that helmet first, otherwise the head will be stuck in there. She comes with, is that forearm or fight armor? Probably fight armor, elbow or fight or forearm armor, another pair of thigh stuff again, the holster and like a package. More armor or forearm stuff again, another neck scarf, and a pistol he goes racing through. The guy in his plastic bag, another 2 assault rifles. 1, 2, 3, again 4 neck scarves. And looks like the same helmet as the lady. Yeah, but slightly different colors, the same helmet. His package, he's got the combat vest. Again, he's got this balaclava head. Let me just compare balaclava heads. Are they the same? No. His looks like a male. Hers looks like a female. Hers is in the left. It's got female eyes. He's got male eyes. The helmet he comes with is different, not the same. I'll say the same. Looks the same, but the actual different on the front there. Then balaclava head already on the vest, and then he comes with more armor, backpack, fight armor. He comes with a holster, loads of stuff. Then Tanya, in her bag, again, additional assault rifle. Oh, he also comes with a pistol and a rifle he's holding. Tanya comes with, again, the utility belt, smaller backpack, armor. She comes with spare or alternative shoes, which the others don't come with, and armor in there. Then in the actual figure box, alternative hands, the others don't come with. Her combat vest, another assault rifle. She comes with leggings, which you've seen before in some other of their releases, or leg warmers. She comes with utility pouch, holster, then another 1, 2, 3, 4 scarves, and another like an armband denoting something. Phew. So very fast in that. I'll zoom back into these awesome figures. Please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right of the screen now. You're going to see all the videos before they're published on YouTube, exclusive content for time to time, and prize draws too. Next prize draw is happening in February. Christmas this month, Chinese New Year next month, and I'm going away at the beginning of February, so the end of February should be another prize draw. These are fantastic. Let's bring them for a close look. So general figure 1, you see I've put the combat vest on. Such a natural kneeling position. Can hold it very well, can look down the scope. You see there's no indented barrel like they had in the first one, so the magazine doesn't come out. Looks really good. And it's, the way the vest lines up with the hole is practically perfect. That is amazing. Really, really nice looking. And then general figure, the guy holds his guns very well. Easier to pose as well. Looks good. And then Tanya, who if I take up another devil's own job making a balance if I put it down again. Bring her in close. Nice pose she's doing there though. Almost like a James Bond. Very cool. Great inking on the shoes. I'm not sure why security force would be wearing denim shorts and little shoes like that, but never mind, you know. It's good to have a mixture of figure looks and types. Can I stand the back up again? Oh, I can. So easy. Great job on, I'm going to say great job on articulation. I haven't done articulation yet, that's next, but the posing was easier than I thought. Hers was the most difficult to do, but she balances quite well now. I've got it right. So articulation, I'll do all three. It'll be slightly different. Start with general figure 1. Bear in mind she's got her vest on, which is going to impede some of the articulation. General figure woman, so left to right, side to side, up, down, all the way around, gets super high on the shoulders. I can't do that. Biceps looking like a 90 degrees, and then it gets a wave articulation on her left hand. On the right hand, she's got gun articulation. So the classic articulation on the hands, which I like. I'll take the vest off, or I'll keep it on. So I'll take it off. Let me just pop her head off quickly. And let's get this vest off. Get a better idea of her, an unimpeded articulation. The white vest is actually part of the figure, so you can't remove that. On some of the other figures you can actually remove and then replace the skirts and blouses or whatever, the vest will not. So trunk, forwards, backwards, side to side, she can turn, waist. There's a little movement in there, a little movement in there, a little movement there together. Sideways is okay, not bad actually. Turning, it's a bit stiff, can't go too far, but that's, I'm guessing, sort of more natural as opposed to going all the way around. Forwards is okay. If I do legs as well, she can get a really good sitting position. Look at that. really good for sitting in vehicles and whatnot. That's fantastic. Side we did already. Backwards, you do get a bit of an ugly gap in there, but very good again. Legs, not as far as I'd like for sort of kicking and whatnot, but it's not bad. Forwards we saw is pretty good. Backwards though is tiny, but still is okay together. There's a thigh twist. It's a double kneecap. Let's get it to move from the top. There we go. Tight as you like on that. And then the feet, she doesn't have a boot turn. You get a small movement, but not really boot turn. It does have a swivel in and out. Has a decent tippy toe and a very small dorsiflexation. But a great figure. She's my favourite, I think, because that kneeling pose was great. But I haven't tried the others. Our guy, let's take his guns out. His hands. Okay. Left, right, down, up, side to side is a bit small. Arms all the way around. Shoulders, not as high as hers, but still it's pretty natural. Biceps, again, he's getting 90 degrees. Hands, we can see, is gun articulation on the left again. Or, sorry, wave articulation. On the right is gun articulation here. Trunk, forwards, backwards is very small. Side to side is almost non-existent, so you can turn. Waist, small movement. Forwards, backwards, small. Side to side, small together. Not great on side to side. The forwards, if I do the hips as well, he's even just as good as her. He can sit down. So these guys are probably some of your best 180 scale figures actually going to vehicles. Sideways, hardly anything together. Okay, waist is a bit better now that everything's sort of loosened up, so he can turn okay. Hips, again, probably a bit further on her, slightly better, I would say. Forwards, you saw he can go really well, pretty far. Backwards, again, is small. Thigh turn, it's a double kneecaps, again, super, super tight. Now, he does have a boot turn and a tiny swivel, but not really a tippy toe or a dorsiflexation due to the sculpting, which is a shame because he's got the boot turn. But you saw that I posed him quite nicely earlier. So he can be posed nicely. And then to Tanya, let's take the pistol out. So head, forwards, backwards, side to side, turn better than the head. There is no joint in the head I can see. Shoulders all the way around, but be careful, it wants to open up a little bit there, so it's a bit stiff. You might not heat up first. Lateral raise between the general figure female and general figure male in terms of how far. She's getting the least movement on the, or articulation on the bicep. I think that's mainly due to the creases they've sculpted into a close. This side is, again, just shy of 90 degrees. And again, on the hands, we've got gun articulation on the right. And we've got wave articulation on the left. Before I do the rest, let's check out the other hands. So this is a left hand with wave articulation, the spare hand. And this flesh hand, again, is gun articulation. Okay. Trunk and waist. With this sculpting, I think there's no separate trunk. So it's small, small, and she can turn. Together, can she sit down is the question. She can, very straight compared to the others, but she can sit down. So again, really good for your vehicles and whatnot. Hips, again, not very far, but it's okay. There is a thigh twist from where the flesh meets the denim. Skinny legs, double kneecaps, super, super tight. And then the feet, you can see already that there's going to be a, I'll say it's going to be a boot turn. It's not actually a boot turn, it's a swivel. I thought it was going to be a boot turn. Swivel in and out. Nice tippy toe. And even with the tongues and the shoes, you can say good dorsiflexation. Fantastic figures. This is why I love Planet Green Valley stuff so much. And I just hope they release the spaceman and the robot, or more robots. Release robots already. Put a link to that at top right. I've not seen that review. And that's with the male soldiers. Okay, let's get it up right there. Let's get an idea of size. Then we'll do a comparison with other 118 scale lions. Get the arms down. Okay, so they are modern 1/18 scale, so they're going to be around 4.25 inches, around about what, 11 cm, probably 10.5, 11 cm. So Tanya is pretty much almost what, not quite 10.25 cm, not quite 4, just over 4 inches. The guy, he's about 4.25. He's touching around about 11 cm, and the girl general figure, she's about 10.6 cm. Again, they're just under around 4.25 inches. So comparisons. Let's use U-Buy or Pattern Studios first. When I reviewed the other day, this lady here, who's some sort of Metal Gear Solid, maybe, or not Metal Gear Solid, who's a bit scantily clad. Oh, look at that jealousy falling over. With a comparison, they are slightly bigger in proportion. Heads are slightly bigger, but do scale well. If I use, let me use Cha-Cha from Umbrella Academy Boss Fight Studios, who's a female figure again here. You can see her here. Let's move, let's put it inside here. So compared to your Boss Fight Studios, they actually scale super well, has to be said. Look very, very good. Let's remove her. Let's get a modern G.I.Joe, since that's what a lot of you guys got into your 118. This all falling over. This all Star Wars, and again, scales super well. In fact, I put next to the guy. Again, scales super well as you would expect. A bit of fun. Let me use one of my favourite Fortnite figures. This is Moff Mandu, who I like him so much because I think the sort of Cyber Moth head sculpt is fantastic. Again, they scale well with Fortnite. And then I'll use a smaller figure. I'll use the, what's her name? What's her name? From Andor, but from the Star Wars The Vintage Collection, who's a great figure. This is how, if all Vintage Collection figures were like her in terms of articulation, they'd be onto some winners, but I've not quite got her straight with her feet. Let's get her straight first. That'll be good enough. And then they scale well because she's just like a short individual, almost a teenager perhaps, or but they do. It's like a different stuff, completely look good together. And then I think I'll use my Fortnite custom aim. Oh, I think it's fantastic, but that's just because I did it the way I like it. And again, they scale well. Well, that Vintage Collection figure looks tiny in comparison. A really nice bunch of figures. I think they've done a cracking job on this. The guys who do this. And so this is happy days for me. And happy days for you guys if you can find them at a decent price, because they are not cheap, but they are absolutely fantastic. And the sheer amount of accessories they come with is just ridiculous. And so to give you a better idea, just move them across slightly. Have a look at my desk. That's from Free Figures. That has a whole heap of accessories, has to be said. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and I will see you in another video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.